Gamers, what is going on, guys? I have seen so much good feedback for the first episode of GameWars, so we're coming right back out with episode 2 of GameWars, and we are comparing, in today's episode, Minecraft versus Terraria. This is my most highly requested video. Now, I'm not sure what will come up on top here, because they're both very similar games, and I think either one could win. So because of that, I'm not sure where this is going. With the last episode, it was easy to see. I just knew Super Mario Brothers history, so I knew what was going to come on top there. But let's jump right into it on today's episode and see who wins this episode of Game Wars. Kicking off today's episode, our randomly selected category, the first of the three, is effect. So we're going to be looking at their effects on gaming. Let's get started with Minecraft first. Now, I don't think there's many people today that don't know what Minecraft is. It has one of the biggest video game conventions out there, being Minecon, which this year was held in LA, the year before in London, and it's just huge. The creator, Marcus Notch Pearson, had an amazing idea for one of the first 3D sandbox games. And I think that there will be more to come in the future with this, constant updates. Now, I don't necessarily like how Marcus Notch Pearson sold it to Microsoft, although they have made it come out on more consoles and make it easier for more people to play the game. And although some of the updates since Microsoft acquired it have been very good, but I think it still would have been cooler if Notch stayed with it the whole way there. And, it would have been his project, and it would have just been very cool. He is the reason that video games in the sandbox genre are known today. So, with that said, let's go look at Terraria. Terraria was a game that came out shortly after Minecraft and is a 2D sandbox game. There's a lot of 2D sandbox games, and I've heard the argument for 3D and 2D, both having a valid argument for which one is better. Now, as for Terraria, I believe that the game has had a huge effect on all sandbox games, and even has had effects on Minecraft for the people that made mods for Minecraft to put Terraria stuff in it. I believe the bosses are better from Terraria. I believe the world is better in Terraria, and I believe the majority of things is better in Terraria. However, I like how Minecraft allows you to go to more dimensions. So, because of this, they're both very similar games. Terraria's effect on gaming is not as big as Minecraft, though. So, for this category, Minecraft is going to come out on top. Minecraft has 1 point, Terraria has 0. Hey, how about that? A new category. Let's go. As far as controls go, both of these games, depending on what console you're playing it on, have very good controls. We'll start with Terraria on this one. For the iOS version of Terraria, the controls work very smoothly with the touchscreen. Now, for Xbox One and PS4, I find the controls to be very hard to understand, but I had the same issue with Minecraft at first. But once you get the hang of them, and once you understand them, then it feels very good. Now, as far as PC controls go, they are very smooth running and are about the same as Minecraft's in a 2D setting. Now, on the Wii U and 3DS version, I have no experience with, so I will not be counting them on the list. Also, because they are the newest, and I haven't had time, as well as no one else for the most part has had time to fully adjust to them to the state that we have with the other 4. Now, as for Minecraft runs very smoothly on the PC once you get used to the controls. And the same thing with PS4 and Xbox One. It's weird to start out with, but once you get used to the controls, they work very smoothly. Now for Pocket Edition, it gives you a good variety of options for how to set up your controls just by going into the options menu. Now I know this is on the PC version as well, but the PC controls for the most part are pretty good as is. Now, you may have a preference on how Minecraft Pocket Edition's controls work, and it gives you that option. So, winning this category, although it's very close, because these controls are so good and they really feel good for both of them, it's very close, and I was tempted to give them both half a point. But then, I thought about something. Okay, well what if you don't like one's controls? Terraria does not give you an option to change the controls in any way, shape, or form. So Minecraft is taking this one. Now, if you don't like this category, then write that down in the comments below. I'm still thinking about whether or not I should keep this one, but for the sake of this video, this will stay. For the final category of today's episode, we're looking at story. We'll start with Minecraft, because believe it or not, they both have stories. Minecraft's story is about either Steve or Alex, depending on which one you play as, going off on an adventure trying to find a way to get diamonds in order to venture to the Nether. They realize this is what they must do after being attacked multiple times once the sun goes down, and they realize the world is filled with darkness. So, once they make their way to the Nether, they will defeat a Nether fortress, find a blaze spawner inside of it, and use the blaze spawning to get blaze rods, which they can then smelt in a furnace to create not blaze powder. I mean, you get blaze powder from that, but yada yada yada. What they do then is defeat some Endermen, mysterious-looking people that aren't like the other mobs. They're neutral. So, once they defeat them and they get their eyes, notice the Ender eyes, and add Ender pearls, or actually it's the other way around. They get Ender pearls and add the blaze dust, and they get the Eyes of Ender. They can use this to find the stronghold and go to the belly of the beast, the end, where they will be met with the villain of the game, the Ender Dragon. For the record, anyone playing 1.9 or past that point is playing something past the story once they enter the end. As well as the Wither is something that was added later. As for Terraria, the story goes as your character trying to find all the missing people. The CPU that spawns near you at the beginning of the game is actually the one there to help you along the way. It's kind of like Navi in The Legend of Zelda, or Fi, or it depends on whatever game you're playing. But we're not talking about Zelda today. Anyway, they will help you find all the people, and once you gather them, you notice that the world has been inhabited with multiple enemies. During your travels to try and get all of them, you'll be going up against multiple bosses, tons, and then you'll be met with both Cthulhu and the Moon Lord, both of which are considered the final boss. However, it's not clear which one is the final boss. But the point of the story is that you're on this mission to save the world and find all the people left in it. And then you have to cure the world and pure it. So, with that said, which story is better? Now, Minecraft's story, like I said, is about defeating the Ender Dragon. But the difference is there's no one in the world to be saved. It's kind of weird that we're taking two sandbox games about creativity. Now, granted, if you're playing creative mode in Minecraft, this has no effect to you. But if you're playing survival or hardcore or whatever after that, then you know that you're going to be the only one there. Well, besides villagers, but you feel no need to help them. As for Terraria, you're trying to help these people that actually will help you. They'll talk to you. Some will fight with you. You really feel an urge to save them and save the world. So for this part and for the final part, Terraria will gain the point, leaving the final score Minecraft with 2, Terraria with 1. Minecraft wins 2-1. Hey guys, thanks for watching episode 2 of Game Wars. We're going to try and get episode 3 out soon. Thanks for all you all your guys' support. I love you guys. Just keep watching. Make sure to leave a like on this. Remember, comment, like, and subscribe. Leave all your suggestions for new episodes, new topics, new categories, anything. Just leave it down there in the comment section below. I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys. My name is Spam Attack, logging out of the ZGU.